Let us be honest for a moment. Right now, there is something you should be doing. Maybe it is that pile of dishes in the sink that has started to smell. Maybe it is a 10-page report waiting for you to write the first line. Or perhaps it is those running shoes sitting in the corner, gathering dust, judging you. You know you need to do it. You want to do it, but you just cannot. Instead, you are here, watching this video. We often label ourselves as lazy. We think we lack discipline or willpower. But what if I told you that laziness is actually a biological defense mechanism? That your brain is not broken, it is just trying to protect you? The problem is not your personality, the problem is friction. And to defeat this friction, you do not need massive motivation or empty slogans. You only need 120 seconds. Welcome to Barely Researched. This is where we dive deep into dry scientific studies so you do not have to. Today, we are going to decode the 2-minute rule, not as a quick hack on TikTok, but through the lens of neuroscience and behavioral psychology. Close your other tabs. Let us begin. Before we talk about the solution, let us understand the enemy. Why is starting so difficult? Dr. Timothy Pychyl from Carleton University, one of the world's leading researchers on procrastination, has spent his entire career proving one thing: procrastination is not a time management problem. It is an emotion regulation problem. Here is what is happening inside your head. When you think about writing that thesis, your brain does not see an opportunity to get an A grade. The amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for primal fear responses, views that thesis as a threat. It threatens your comfort. It threatens your ego if you write poorly. It causes anxiety. And the amygdala screams, "Run away! Stay away from it!" This is the fight or flight response. And to soothe this fear instantly, you choose flight. You open Instagram. You go clean the refrigerator. That is how the brain self-soothes. In addition, we are affected by temporal discounting. Research by Hal Hirschfield at the University of California, Los Angeles, shows that when we think about our future self, the brain activates the exact same regions as when we think about a stranger. This means your brain thinks that the guy in the future will have to suffer the consequences of not working, not the current you. So how do we overcome a brain wired for fear and short-term thinking? We cannot use willpower to fight millions of years of evolution. We have to trick it. And this is where the 2-minute rule comes in. The 2-minute rule has 2 variations. Let us start with the first one, popularized by David Allen in his classic book, Getting Things Done. This variation is for those who feel overwhelmed. The rule is very simple. If a task takes under 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. Do not write it on your to-do list. Do not save it for later. Do it now. Wash the glass after drinking water. Reply to that confirmation email. Hang up your coat. Why is this important? Not just because it keeps your house clean. It is important because of a psychological concept called the Zeigarnik Effect. In 1927, Russian psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik sat in a restaurant in Berlin and noticed something strange. The waiters had superhuman memories. They remembered exactly who ordered what at a large table until the food was served and paid for. As soon as the task was completed, they forgot everything. Her research concluded that the human brain tends to remember and obsess over unfinished tasks. Those little things you procrastinate on, like the email you haven't sent or the appointment you haven't booked, do not disappear. They run in the background of your mind like open browser tabs, eating up your RAM. This is cognitive load. When your RAM is full, you become slow, anxious, and even lazier. Here is the solution. Perform the 2-minute sweep every morning. Look around your workspace. Find those open tabs that are eating your RAM. Destroy them in 2 minutes. You are not just cleaning your physical space, you are freeing up bandwidth for your brain to handle bigger tasks. But what about the big tasks? You cannot write a book or build a business in 2 minutes. This is where the second variation of the 2-minute rule comes into play. Mentioned by James Clear in the book Atomic Habits, this rule states, when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Wait, that sounds ridiculous, right? How can you get healthy if you only exercise for 2 minutes? Remember what we said about the amygdala earlier. The brain fears massive tasks. Exercising for 1 hour is a scary monster, but putting on your running shoes? That is easy. The goal here is not the result. It is mastering the art of showing up. Let me prove it with data. A famous study from University College London in 2009, led by Dr. Philip Allally, shattered the myth that it takes 21 days to form a habit. In reality, it takes an average of 66 days for a behavior to become automatic. In some cases, it takes up to 254 days. If you force yourself to work hard for those 66 days using only willpower, you will burn out by day 5. Here is the solution. Scale it down. Instead of reading 1 book a month, read 1 page, which takes 2 minutes. Instead of running 3 miles, which is about 5 kilometers, just put on your shoes and step out the door. You are creating what is called a gateway habit. There is a story about a man who lost over 90 pounds, or about 40 kilograms. For the first 6 weeks, he went to the gym, but was not allowed to stay for more than 5 minutes. He showed up, warmed up, and went home. It sounds crazy, but he was reprogramming his brain to believe that he is the type of person who goes to the gym every day. He defeated the amygdala by lowering the threat level to 0. And once the habit of showing up was established, the actual workout was inevitable. So what happens after 2 minutes? Why does this method actually help you finish big jobs? Let us talk about high school physics for a moment. Do you remember the laws of friction? It always takes more force to push a stationary object to start moving, known as static friction, compared to keeping it moving, known as kinetic friction. Psychology works exactly like Newtonian physics. When you apply the 2-minute rule, for example, you open your laptop and write just 1 sentence, you have shifted your state from stationary to moving. You have broken the static friction, and this is where the chemical magic happens. Professor Teresa Amabile from Harvard Business School discovered the progress principle. Analyzing over 12,000 work diaries, she found that the strongest motivation comes not from money or praise, but from small wins. When you complete the first 2 minutes, your brain releases a small amount of dopamine. Dopamine is not just the chemical of pleasure, it is the fuel of motivation. It whispers to you, "Hey, good job. Do a little more." You write 1 sentence. You feel okay. You write a 2nd sentence. And suddenly, 1 hour has passed. You have finished the work without feeling miserable. You cannot steer a parked car, but you can steer it anywhere once it is moving. The 2-minute rule is the ignition key. However, here at Barely Research, we must warn you about a trap. Do not turn the 2-minute rule into a tool for productive procrastination. Many people use the first variation, doing trivial tasks, to avoid the second variation, doing important work. You reply to 50 emails, clean your desk, water the plants, and feel very productive. But in reality, you are using low-value tasks to avoid high-value work. Here is the advanced protocol. To be truly productive, combine the 2-minute rule with a technique called implementation intentions, a method proven by the British Journal of Health Psychology to increase goal completion rates from 35% to 91%. Your formula for tomorrow is as follows. First, identify 1 most important task. Second, identify the 2-minute action to start it. Third, set an appointment. Say to yourself, at such and such time, at such and such place, I will perform the 2-minute action. For example, at 9 a.m., at my desk, I will open the monthly report PowerPoint file. Period. You do not promise to finish the report. You only promise to open the file. Let Newtonian physics and dopamine handle the rest. Finally, remember this: perfection is the enemy of progress. We often wait until we feel ready, inspired, or wait for the perfect moment. But inspiration is an unreliable friend. Do not wait for it. You do not need to be a willpower superhero. You just need to be someone who knows how to start. So, here is my challenge to you. As soon as this video ends, do not click on the next video. Do not scroll through the comments. Turn off your screen. Pick one task you have been putting off and do it for exactly 120 seconds, just 2 minutes, and see what happens. If you found that this video brought real value to you, please hit the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm get this video to the people who need it, and it takes less than 2 seconds to do. Do not forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell to join the Barely Research community. We will continue to bring you science-based solutions to optimize your life. Thank you for giving us your valuable time. Now, go and start your 2 minutes.